Hi everyone, happy Art Friday. Hope you guys are staying nice and warm with all the snow that we are getting. Today we are going to do a project that is inspired by all of the snow that we are getting. So on my screen you can see we are going to do a winter polar bear project, okay? The materials that you are going to need for today are your large rectangle black construction paper. So I just want to say there are 2 pieces of black construction paper in your art kit that you just picked up. We're going to use the bigger one, so it's the big rectangle. The other piece is a square, so make sure you have the rectangle size paper. You're going to need your little container of white paint, a paintbrush, a Sharpie. There are 2 pieces in your art kit of bright colored paper. They should look something like this. They might be yellow or blue or green, but 2 pieces of paper like this. You are going to need a sheet of newspaper. There should be one in your art kit. A facial feature template for your polar bear. It'll look like this. Only if you are kindergarten and first grade. So if you are a second or third grader, you do not have one of these in your art kit. I'm challenging you to cut out your own shapes. I know you all are more than capable of it. And I know there are quite a few kindergarten and first graders that would be able to knock that challenge out of the park too. If you want to give it a go ahead. If you want to use the template and you have it, it's there for you to use too, okay? And then a glue stick, a pair of scissors, and most important, you want to have a mess mat or a sheet of newspaper, an old towel down on the table that you're going to be working with, because we are going to be using paint and we want to protect the table or surface that we're working on, okay? So for our project, we are going to explore texture. So texture is an art element that we didn't discuss yet. So texture is the way the surface of something appears. So if you look at the pictures of the polar bears that I have on here, what are some ways that you could describe the texture, right? Some people might say it's furry, the polar bear's fuzzy, right? It's not really a smooth texture. It's kind of fluffy, right? Because the polar bear has fur. So we are going to achieve the fur texture by doing something called printmaking. So printmaking is where you use a tool. So our tool today is going to be a sponge to create texture and repeat the same texture and over again. So just wanted to show some pictures of polar bears so that we get some shapes, right? They have a kind of nice roundish head. They have this long kind of ovally looking nose or snout. They have these little ears that are pretty much the same shape as this nice sponge that you have in your art kit. And they have the nice round nose. And if you look at this guy right here in the top corner, his body is kind of like a dome shape, like half of an oval, maybe like a big hill or mountain. So that's going to be important when we go to the next step. Okay. In the rest of this slideshow that I have for you here are the steps. And in each step, there's going to be words to describe what we're doing, and then a video of me showing you and explaining each step of this project to you. So what I'd like for you to do is to watch the video on each slide first, and then if you need to look at the text, you can. All right, and you'll do that for each step. There's a slide for each step of the project. Now, I won't go through them now. I'll stop this video and you can go through the demonstration ones on your own, but I wanted to point out the very last slide. So once you are all finished and you do the final step, which is the details, giving your polar bear a nice little nose, right? Maybe some details like pupils and eyelashes, and maybe some details in the different components that you add. I want you to remember to take a picture of it and email it to me at the email that I have here, Okay, I am so looking forward to these awesome winter polar bears. I know you guys are going to have so much fun with this project, and I can't wait to see what you do.